In our previous protocol, we addressed the chemical landscape, optimizing the neurotransmitters that power the human engine. But energy is nothing without a containment system. If your neurochemistry is the fuel, your physical environment is the engine block. Cognitive research confirms that the human brain does not operate in a vacuum. It is environmentally scaffolded. Your gray matter relies on external resources and stable physical conditions to reach peak processing capacity. Today, we move beyond productivity hacks and enter the realm of neuro-architecture. We are going to re-architect your workspace into a deep work sanctuary, a containment system designed specifically to engineer the flow state and eliminate the atmospheric tax on your prefrontal cortex. Pillar 1 is the luminous environment. To the brain, light is not just for vision. It is a fundamental hardware signal. Within your retina are specialized cells known as IPRGCs, intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells. These cells bypass the visual cortex and plug directly into your superchiasmatic nucleus, the brain's master clock. To engineer alertness, you must utilize 6,500 K blue-enriched light. Clinical studies show that high-intensity, cool-spectrum light significantly reduces EEG alpha power, indicating a shift from a relaxed state to one of high arousal vigilance. For the deep work sanctuary, we recommend an eye-level melanopic equivalent daylight illuminance (MEDI) of at least 250 lux during the workday. This suppresses melatonin and stabilizes the prefrontal cortex for sustained executive function. But the architecture of light is only the first dimension. We must also consider the volume of the container. This is known as the Cathedral effect. Clinical data suggests that divergent thinking, the ability to generate novel, abstract connections, is significantly enhanced in rooms with higher ceilings. While lower ceilings favor convergent, detail-oriented tasks, a sanctuary with vertical volume signals the brain to expand its conceptual boundaries. Pillar 2, Neuro-Acoustics. The modern open-plan environment is a sensory minefield. Research shows that background noise in these spaces increases physiological stress by a staggering 34%. The problem isn't just volume. It is System 1 hijacking. Your brain's phonological loop is hardwired to process intelligible speech automatically. This creates listening effort, a cognitive friction that depletes your working memory. In the sanctuary, we implement acoustic shielding. To mask these distractions, we utilize 40 Hz gamma entrainment or brown noise. These auditory protocols act as a blanket for the brain, reducing the power of distracting theta waves, which are markers of mental fatigue. Moving your task to a designated quiet zone with a Speech Intelligibility Index of less than 0.2 can increase your objective cognitive performance by 16.9%. Pillar 3, the atmospheric tax. This is the hidden friction on your hardware. Most knowledge workers are operating in a state of chronic cognitive throttling due to poor indoor air quality. The COGFX Global Building Study revealed a linear relationship between carbon dioxide levels and strategic thinking. For every 100 ppm increase in CO2, we see an 11% decrease in original creative output. High CO2 concentrations act as a direct pollutant, decreasing the neural signatures of working memory and inducing mental fatigue. This tax extends to temperature. Your brain's productivity follows an inverted U-shaped curve. The peak of this curve lies within a thermally neutral range of 22 degrees Celsius to 26 degrees Celsius. Deviating from this range forces the hypothalamus to divert neural resources toward thermoregulation, resulting in slower reaction times and concentration lapses. To counteract this, we integrate biophilic design. Exposure to vegetation has been clinically proven to reduce stress concentrations in the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. This reflects an immediate relief from cognitive emotional overload, effectively stabilizing the brain's operating system. To re-architect your space today, follow this 3-step protocol. Luminous alignment. Use 6500K blue-enriched LEDs. Ensure a minimum of 250 melanopic lux at eye level. If the task is abstract, prioritize high-ceiling environments. Acoustic shielding. Use brown noise or 40 Hz gamma to mask intelligible speech. Aim for a Speech Intelligibility Index below 0.2. Atmospheric control. Install a CO2 monitor. Maintain levels below 800 ppm through ventilation and keep your temperature stabilized between 22 degrees Celsius and 26 degrees Celsius. Architecture is not just about aesthetics. It is about human potential. Every wall, every light, and every breath of air is a variable in the equation of your performance. Stop treating your environment as a background. Treat it as a component of your hardware. The chemical protocol is only the fuel. The environment is the engine. Join us in the next briefing as we continue the architecture of your potential.